life, not accidentally structured to consume it. That means you must define the life first, not vaguely, not someday. Precisely. How many hours do you want to work? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to live? How involved do you want to be day to day? What level of income is enough, not impressive, but sufficient? Most people avoid these questions because they feel restrictive. In reality, they are liberating. Undefined goals create infinite work. Defined goals create boundaries. Boundaries are the beginning of freedom. Without boundaries, the business will always ask for more time, more energy, more sacrifice. And because there's no clear stopping point, you'll keep giving. This is how burnout becomes normalized. When you design the business around your life, you reverse the equation. You start with the end in mind, not the exit, but the experience. You decide what role the business should play and what roles it should never occupy. This clarity informs every structural decision. It determines whether you pursue growth or stability, whether you optimize for scale or simplicity, whether you build a team or remain lean, whether you automate or outsource. There is no universal right answer. There is only alignment. Financial freedom is not about maximizing income. It's about maximizing choice. Choice requires margin. Margin requires restraint. Restraint requires self-awareness. Ego often interferes here. Ego wants bigger, faster, louder. Ego confuses expansion with progress. Ego sees limitation as failure, but limitation, when chosen, is power. A business that does a few things exceptionally well within clear constraints is stronger than one that does many things poorly while chasing endless growth. This is where maturity shows up. You stop asking, how big can this get? And start asking, how well can this support the life I want to live? That question eliminates a surprising amount of noise. You stop accepting every opportunity. You stop chasing trends. You stop adding complexity that doesn't serve the core. Complexity is expensive. It increases overhead, stress, and dependence. Simplicity compounds. A simple business is easier to manage, easier to improve, easier to replicate, and easier to step away from. It requires fewer decisions and creates fewer emergencies. Emergencies are what steal your life. This is also where money changes meaning. Instead of being a scoreboard, it becomes a tool. You stop asking what money says about you and start asking what money allows you to do. This shift alone frees enormous mental energy. You no longer need the business to prove anything. You need it to perform reliably. Reliability is freedom. A reliable business gives you confidence to plan, to rest, to invest, to say no, to walk away when necessary. That's real wealth. Here's another principle worth remembering. Growth that outpaces your systems is not progress. It's